Hi, Judith. How are ya? Hello. Wow, a nice sweater.
It's my multicolored sweater. How are you?
Great. Jim is going to come with us.
Oh, good.
He got it. Did you notice what he was doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I said it's amazing what HD cameras, phone cameras can do.
I agree.
I was in the film business before.
Oh, you were?
Well, my undergraduate degree is in cinematography and television engineering.
Unreal.
And
You've done so many things.
Well, that's what keeps me out of trouble.
You like keeping busy?
Oh, I do.
Now,
well, let's see.
Yeah.
I run the St. Mary's Fairs. I am the clothing chair of the Basket Museum's yard sale. I'm the logistics person for the Salt Marsh Center's yard sale, and I'm on their board as well. I work 40 hours a week for Nina McLemore's.
Oh,
so,
is that a Nina sweater?
No. I love Nina's clothing, but it's a little expensive for me.
Okay.
I'm retired now.
Yeah. Is that what?
That's what my husband says. He says, learn to say no.
You didn't say no to this interview, and I appreciate it. Because you almost did. I gave you the little squeeze, didn't I? Squeezed you a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Well, but look, a lot of things happening at St. Mary's. Now, what's your position there?
I am just the chair of the summer and Christmas fair.
Yep.
And I'm the person who collects all the gifts. I'm the person who gets all the volunteers. I'm the person who sets up. It's kind of like a full-time job as well, but you know, I love St. Mary's. I love what we do. This year, because of what we did this summer, we were able to offer 250 island children religious education for free. And I think that's great.
Is it normally something you would have to pay for?
It's a minimal fee, but we were able to hire a person, 2 people now instead of 1 person, so we can do a little more flexibility with our youth group. And you know, the youth group for the Christmas fair, they all these 8th through 12th graders chip in and buy things that I make baskets out of. And we raffle these baskets off during the Christmas fair, and they're mostly kids' baskets because they bring in lots of toys and things like that. And I have to say, this is the most generous community I have ever worked in.
And you've been in a few, haven't you?
I have been in quite a few. And you know, I've worked in universities, I've worked in an independent school K through 12.
Jeez.
I've worked in museums. I worked up here. And
Which museum did you work at here?
I worked at the NHA.
That's right. What was your position there?
I was the director of development and helped raise the $40 million that they needed to.
Oh, is that what you were brought in to do? Was that specifically?
Clean up the end of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Clean up the end of it.
Yep.
And then.
Now, let me ask you something. I mean, be frank with me. Why do we need $40 million for you know, an historical association?
Well,
I mean, that's a heck of a lot of money.
Not on this island. When you think about it,
I guess not.
The NHA.
I mean, I'm doing things on a shoestring here, and when I think of $40 million.
But you're not maintaining 12 buildings on this island.
Well,
you're not paying a staff.
Right.
You're not. You know, the education department has grown so much, and so many more programs. They have the 1800 house that does all of the crafts that were done here from the beginning.
Right.
So you know, it's a great museum. It's a great organization. And
it's not just a museum.
No, it's 22 properties.
22 properties.
You know, so you have.
And it's an association of.
Yeah, and it's
about the history of Nantucket.
And it really it preserves the history. It's not like Preservation Trust, which preserves the architecture. That's, you know, people sometimes don't get the difference.
Right.
But we want to preserve the history, and you know, only about 3% of what the NHA owns is out on exhibit at any one time. It's like, you know, the Smithsonian has less than 1% of what they own out.
Right.
So, you know, more gallery space, things like that would be great. So, but the building was falling apart. The whale beached itself, and that was kind of the motivation for them to build a new museum.
I see. So you were there for that that stretch?
I wasn't there for that stretch.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've been up here for that stretch, but I wasn't working. I was working actually at a Catholic school as the director of development, and finished up.
Where was that?
In Summit, New Jersey.
Okay.
Oak Knoll School.
Did they headhunt you to come here? Is that how you came here?
No, it came here by accident, really. I had just finished the campaign at my school, and my husband had retired to take care of his parents because he didn't want to put him in a nursing home, and both his mother and father had finally passed away. And my husband said, "You can look for a job anywhere now." And we've always wanted. I mean, we've been coming to Nantucket since 1978.
Oh, I see.
So we love Nantucket.
Did you have a house here already?
No.
No, but just coming to rent.
We just came to rent, and we were very lucky. We rented one house for 12 years. And the owner was so nice, he never raised our rent in 12 years because he said we took such good care of his house.
Oh, great.
But I was working the antique show for the Forager House, and it used to be at the high school. And if you remember the antique show at the high school,
Oh, sure.
You would sweat a little. It was very warm.
Yeah.
So I was helping them move out, and Frank Milligan, who was the director at that time, was helping move things out on their part. And George Korn said, "You know what? They're looking for a development director because Gene is going somewhere else." Gene Grimmer. He says, so he brings me to Frank and says, "This is your new development director." Well, I don't know about you, but I don't bring a resume on vacation with me, you know. And at that time, laptops were not a big thing. So George locks me in his office and says, "Type a resume." And because Frank said, "Well, send us a resume." So I sent what I could remember and said, when I get back to New Jersey, I will send a proper resume and a letter. And 3 days later, after I sent this in, I got called for an interview. And 4 days after that, I get called for another interview to meet with the HR director. I go back to New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey for 3 days, and I get a call saying, "Can you fly up here for the Memorial Day weekend?" No, Memorial Day or Labor Day, I can't remember which comes at the end of the summer. And meet the trustees.
Yeah, Labor Day.
Labor Day. So I came up and met with the trustees, and a week later they offered me the job. And I gave my notice to my school, gave them a month's notice, and we moved up here.
Were you hired specifically only for this?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew there would be a beginning, and you knew when it was going to end?
No, I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
No idea when it was
When
going to
you
end.
raised that much money, they said, "That's enough, we don't need you anymore."
Well, no, it wasn't that, because I worked after that. But you get burnt out when you raise money.
Yeah,
I have to tell you, you do get burnt out.
Well, you know, that's an interesting thing you bring up. I mean, this Nantucket is a place where a lot of things happen and a lot of money gets raised.
Yes.
And there are a lot of nonprofits that try to raise money, right?
Off-island nonprofits as well as
And it
on
doesn't get any easier because I think there's plenty more.
Oh,
right?
There are a lot more. And
so how do we keep doing it? How can you keep doing it? What's the secret?
Educating people. You have to say this is what's going to change. If you donate here, your donation will make a change. I think I've raised more money because I specifically said to Father, we just can't say it's general money. What are we going to do with this money? What can we tell people they're going to make a difference in someone's life? And, you know, we thought about the kids.
Yeah, you're talking about the church now.
The St. Mary's.
Is that what you're really doing now, again?
We're doing it again. We want to be able to, you know, have more programs for kids, and we do.
All right, well, let me stop you there.